How's it going? I just wanted to show everybody something I've been working on. Wasn't a build I ever planned on doing, but it kind of fell in my lap. So here it is. It is a 86 Honda Spree, and a friend of mine gave it to me. He said that I think it needed a clutch or something, and I don't really mess with much gas stuff anymore. I mostly just convert everything to electric. So he gave this to me. I just immediately took the engine off. Of course, the engine is the swing arm. It holds everything. It holds the brakes. It holds the whole entire, everything back here. It is the rear suspension. So what I did was I did a little research, and I found one person on Facebook said that they had fitted a Razor swing arm to a Honda Spree, and the reason I thought that would be a good idea is that it would save me a little bit of time in building motor mount and figuring out certain details like brakes, where there's a lot of options for Razor swing arms. So I put a KR5E V2 on here. That's what I decided to go with for now. What I ended up doing was right here, I ended up doing some cutting, and then I was able to weld some, these are like steel collars that I found that fit the 1-inch diameter of the original Razor bushings perfectly. So I welded those collars on, and they fit the swing arm perfectly. And then up here, look, I don't know if this is showing on the camera, but I welded in a mount for a mountain bike air shock. And that mountain bike air shock worked out perfectly. I think it's like 125 millimeter. Mounted a LRV chain and a Rebel Gears rear sprocket, and this thing is crazy fast. I built a custom battery that fits in here, in between. It's up inside there, and it fits just barely in between the two fenders, which is pretty cool. And then the controller goes up on top. So I'll just show that really quick. All right, so I just squeezed the controller in on top. I still have a lot of the visual stuff to make it pretty. I've just mostly been focusing on making it work. I still have a lot of work left to do. The gas tank, I cut it open, I cleaned it out, and of course cleaned it out then cut it open, because you don't want sparks around a gas tank. And I put a rubberized inside. I may still lay felt in there or something like that, and then put some kind of rubberized, something around. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with that yet, but I turned it into a storage compartment, because the gas tank is actually a structural member of the bike. It holds the seat, and the gas tank also mounts the fenders, so I didn't want to delete it. I didn't like the original handlebars, so I fitted some mountain bike handlebars that I shortened. And so I modded and put a bar clamp on. I actually welded a tube, a specific size tube here, so I could put a mountain bike bar clamp on. And then I put this handlebar on. This handlebar allows me to fit anything I want on. The original handlebar, you couldn't put anything on it the way it was designed. You couldn't, and this is just wider, feels more secure. So the next step is basically pulling all the plastics off, and doing basically the body work to smooth and scuff, and do, I think there's a special, like a spray friction modifier or something that help, not a friction modifier, but like something that helps the adhesion of the paint on this plastic. I have some Supermoto wheels and tires from Electro & Co on the way, and I'm gonna see how they fit. If there's enough room, I'm actually gonna do a swing arm extension too, because with the power I'm running, I had to dial it way down off the line, because it was trying to flip me off the back of it. This has a 6P20S pack that can push 275 amps for 10 seconds. The BMS can do it for 10 seconds, so it's set to pull 200 amps. That's what it's set to do, and it's very, very fast. This thing kind of scares me because it's so small, but it'll do 50-55 miles per hour. So yeah, I'm excited for the Supermoto tires. I'm hoping the front one fits, because if not, I'm gonna have to do a fork swap on this. I'm gonna have to get a fork from something else. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably make another video once I put the Supermoto tires on it. Probably do a ride video at that point and actually show it ripping down the road. But yeah, needs a lot. I'm gonna do electrical, I'm gonna street legal it, everything. I put this big, I think this is actually a pit bike caliper that's made to work. They give you a bracket that allows it to work with the Razor stuff. Works very well. These brakes are awesome. I mean, just strong. You barely even need the front brake because they're just so strong, and I don't really have a grip issue even hitting the brakes hard. Then there was this company, Deadfab, I think. Yeah, Deadfab, that makes this tensioner. I love it. It works great. With this extra bolt here, it doesn't slip, doesn't move. I may delete that once I do a swing arm extension, because a swing arm extension gives you the adjustment, so you won't need that. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. This is going to evolve. I never really planned on this build. This is just something that kind of fell in my lap and ended up being a lot more work than I expected. It's been a lot of work to get everything dialed in. I had a lot of issues running this kind of power into a Razor rim. So what originally happened was, after just a couple times of hitting the throttle really hard, this is a threaded freewheel, as most people know that mess with Razors, and it pushed past the C-clip, and that threw off the chain line. So I ended up having to weld that. Then the freewheel started to fall apart from the power, and I actually had to weld the freewheel. I don't know if that shows here, but it's my crappy weld work. So I have the Supermoto wheels coming just to get rid of all that. No freewheel, no welding, high quality stuff. So I'm excited about that, and I think that's going to make a big difference. So once I get all that dialed in and get a Supermoto front wheel fitted, I'm hoping to then be able to just pull the panels off, do all the paint work, and while the panels are off, I'm going to run all the wiring. So at that point, I'm doing signals, brake lights, a pretty bright headlight. I think I'm going to mount the headlight kind of in the center here. Originally it had a headlight up here. I think I'm going to do something like that. But yeah, I think that's about it for this one. It's been a lot more work than I expected, and I have some plastics to replace some of the broken stuff on here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll definitely be making some videos of this. I'll be riding wheelies with it this summer. I'm already wheeling this thing down the road. It's very fast. So yeah, I'll definitely be making more videos on it. Let me know what you think. Bye.